Hey everyone, today we are using one of our fabulous toppers from our Christmas blockbuster, and it is Snow in the City from our Festive Style. This one is one of my favourite topper sets because the colours are just so vibrant, and you can see how this has made its way into our Festive Style collection because it's just got such a contemporary feel to it. So what I've done is I've taken my cardstock and I've just trimmed it down to 8x8, nice and simple, and we're going to make a sort of box front for it with our snowfall. I mean, look how that just adds like even more snow. It's just fabulous. So we're going to score this at 1/2 inch first of all to create our tab. So we'll just score at 1/2 and then 1.5, and then I need to add 8 onto here, so that will take us to 9.5 because that's the width of our card. We need to score at 1 inch, and then at 1/2 inch, which is 11, we can just put that remainder off there. And this box front is going to sort of wrap around the front of our card, so we'll just trim off this little section that we don't need on the end there. And then this one is a super quick card, but it's just going to look so cool, and it's almost like a decoration. This is something that you'll probably want to just keep out every single year. Just grab it out, pop it on your fireplace, and it's just going to look so cool. You could get some little sort of string fairy lights to pop in here as well to really give it that sort of lit up city feel. So this is just going to sit around our cardstock here. So I'll stick that in place and then I'll hold that up so you can see from the top how that's going to look. But because of how sturdy our acetate is, we actually don't need to put a card base onto this, so we're going to just use this almost like a box card. So we're not going to pop this onto anything else. So if you were doing this at home, make sure that's the right way, I would just add one of the inserts onto the back or some adorable scoreable just to finish it off, just to make it look a little bit neater. But just for demonstration purposes, we're just going to leave the back plain. So just sticking those two tabs down at the sides gives us that really cool sort of box front. So if I just hold that up so you can see from the top, you've got that amazing box finish there. And what you can do with your scores with acetate is you can manipulate them a little bit. So if we fold that in a little bit more now and fold this one in a little bit more, it gives you a more sort of bowed box front. But if you fold them back and pinch it back in a little bit more, it gives you a more sort of straight front to your box. So depending on what sort of finish you want, you can play around with how the scores sort of sit. And because it's that 220 micron acetate, obviously you've got that sort of construction weight, so you can just play around with it till you're happy with how it's looking. And then all we're going to do is add our frame and our topper and our little sentiment onto the front of here. I think we might put our sentiment up here so we don't cover up our little skater. And that is going to be it for this one. It's a really quick, simple, but super effective card. If you want something that's just a little bit more jazzy, but you don't have loads of time, then this is ideal. So just using our strips to pop these in place. They are the perfect size for this. It's almost like they were made for this frame. So just trim off that one there, so then we've got some for this side, and we can attach this whole thing then onto our card. So just focusing on this top corner, obviously, because we've got a little skater down there, so we don't want to sort of get in her way. So just popping that on there and just giving it a really good sort of press down. And then we can add our topper to the center of that frame, just using our foam pads. And again, just going in so we can get that sitting exactly where we want it to sit. There we go. And then our season's greetings sentiment, I am going to pop on a little foam pad, so one of our squares, and I'm just going to pop it there so that we can just bring that in on that frame there. And again, just giving that a really good press down so that stays in place. And there you have our fabulous Snowing in the City.